Hey, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Wherever you're watching us from, this is gerrieywainaina from Kenya, Marekani, and today we're gonna be talking about the 15 most important things that you need to uh, fill in before you, so that you can be picked for the green card lottery. Okay, these are very vital. They are most important things that if you miss, you will be ineligible. Okay, so we're gonna go direct, and if you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe, like and share. Just support us by sharing also this information, because it's very important. We always give information for free, and that's what we do. So welcome to this show today. So we're gonna go direct to this information. So first things first. So these are some of the things that you are required. You must provide all the following information to complete your entry. Okay, failure to this, uh, if you do it inaccurately, including all the requirements, information will make you ineligible. Okay, so make sure you fill it. Like, take your time, otherwise this DV lottery is very strict. Yeah, like if you miss just 1 point, it kicks you out. Okay, so I don't want you to be sorry. Yeah, it's better to be careful than sorry. Okay, so number one, very important, is the name. Okay, you have to fill your right name, right spelling. You have to make sure that your name is the same on your passport. Make sure that if it's the surname starting, make sure that's what is starting also on the application. So last name, which is your maybe your family name, first name, middle name, should be as exactly as it appears on your passport. For example, if your passport shows only your first and last family name, please list your last and family name, and then first name. Okay, don't mix the order. Make sure if you started with the surname, that's all that starts on your application. Make sure you have your passport with you. Don't just write the name as you're used to writing it. Make sure you have your passport, and make sure you are checking on it. That's number one, and it's very important, because people miss their name. You write, we are used to writing baptism name, and then middle name, and then surname. But sometimes on your passport it starts with the surname, and then your first name, and then your middle name as the last name. So make sure the order is correct. Okay. Number two is gender. Yeah, male or female. It's very important also to notice that. I know nowadays we like in America, there's I don't know if now they will change that section, because there's a lot of people who do not they are not termed as male or female nowadays. Yeah, we are in that world right now. So I don't know about that. So but make sure you also put whether you are male or female. Yeah. So for the people who have done gender change, that one I'll have to do some research on that. Okay. Number three is birth date. Make sure you also note how the American writes on the application. Sometimes they start with month, because in America, in American culture, you start with month, and then day, and then the year. So make sure you are there to what they want. Okay, so like for example here they say day, month, and year. So make sure you see and notice if it's starting with the month or the day, so that you don't mix the two. Okay, and then number four is the city where you are born. Okay, this is very important. And your city is not where you receive your passport. Some people receive their passport maybe in Nairobi, the capital, and maybe you are born in a different city. So make sure you don't confuse the two, where you got your passport and where you were born. Make sure you do fill the correct information. Number five is a country where you were born. Country where you're born. Yeah, use the name of the country currently used for this place where you were born. Yeah, some people were born in a certain country and then they live in a different country, and we're gonna be tackling on Friday most questions that people ask. If you're born in a country and you live in a different country, if you can apply, we'll be tackling such questions on Friday. Okay. Okay, number 6 is country of eligibility for the DV program. Yeah, there are some countries which are not eligible for this program. So your country of eligibility will normally be the same as your country of birth. Okay, so sometimes you might be born in a country. I'll bring also the list of countries which are eligible and countries which are not eligible. Yeah, there are some countries which are not eligible even in Africa, so make sure you know if your country is eligible. Yeah, but if your child is eligible, maybe they were born in a different country, they can also apply for their parents if the parents, for example, are not in an eligible country. Okay, yeah. Your country of eligibility is not related to where you live or your nationality. If it is different from your country of birth, yeah, if you are born in a country that is not eligible, please review the frequently asked questions. Yeah, these are some of the questions that we'll tackle on Friday. Okay, so point number 7 is the passport number. Country of issuance. Passport number is what appears on your first page, and for the Kenyan passport, it's always it's like there's some holes, and also on the first page you'll see your passport number, so you can be able to retrieve your passport number from that point. Country of issuance also is you have to know where the country where you received your passport from, and it's always written on the passport itself. All this information is on your passport, and expiration date also is also on your passport. I won't show you mine, but all these details are on your passport. Just if you look at the first page where your picture is, all this information are there. This requirement does not apply to dependents. Okay, dependents are if you're maybe under 18 or underage. Yeah, like you depend on your guardian or you depend on your parents. Okay, so some might not have a passport yet. Okay, yeah. um let's see. I'm just scrolling over because there are so many, and I know it's something where you can go and read by yourself. So I'm just going through some of these things because some people they don't have internet. Others cannot access a computer or a good phone to just check this information. So I'm bringing it onto your face so that you can be able to see. Entrance photograph. This video is very important, and I've done it in quite detailed information on my previous video. So go back to my previous video, and I'm gonna pin it up here so that you can be able to see your recent photograph taken, okay, within the last 6 months. Okay, but I always tell guys to be safe, just take it weeks before you apply, because some people undergo very major changes in terms of maybe your weight, or you got a scar, you know, things do happen. So I always emphasize on that point, that make sure your photograph is most recent, because they want to see you are the same person on the photograph. Okay, and if you have any question on the entrance photographs, I have done a detailed video on my video on one of my past videos, so just go back and check about it. Number 9 is mailing address. Okay, mailing address is also very important, and it's just they want to just see, because they will not use this mailing address because they are not mailing anything to you. Okay, and in care of first of all, you have address one. So in Kenya, for example, in Kenya we don't have a lot of addresses. Address is not like the PO box. You can use a popular place like your church. Maybe your church has an address, you can use that, or your school, your former school, or your work, because some of the places where we live, there's no an address to that place. Yeah, so make sure you write the right information. Or in care of is if somebody maybe you are you have somebody who's in charge of you, or maybe somebody who is gonna be receiving your mails or something like that. You've been using that person. Okay, so you can put also that. um let's see. Number 10 is country where you live today. Yeah, some people were born in a country and they don't live in that same country. So maybe you're working in maybe Arab Emirates, or you're working in Europe. Yeah. So you have to know the difference with the country of birth and the country where you live today. Phone number also is optional, but you also have to note that you have to maybe put a code on your phone number. There's like for Kenya, I know Kenya is 254 plus 254, so you remember to put your codes all the time. Also email address, an email address to which you have direct access. Okay, very important, and will continue to have direct access through May of the next year, because this is where they're gonna send you the confirmation number. Okay, if you check the entrant status check in May and you learn that you've been selected, you will later receive follow-up email communication from the Department of State, which details if an immigrant visa interview becomes available. Okay, so very important, and make sure you have an email that you can access anytime that or sometimes if you've used a cyber cafe, make sure you also have an access to that person so that they can help you with that. Number 13 is the highest level of education you have achieved as of today. Yeah, if you ended in primary school, just write that. Some in high school, just write that. No diploma, high school diploma. Vocational school is like a special training, like maybe carpentry or tailoring. That's what we call vocational training. Some university courses, some university degree, because you can do university courses and not do like the full university program. So you have to note the difference. Some graduate level courses also, or a master's degree. Some doctorate level courses. Yeah, notice the difference. There's like doctorate level courses, which is not the full doctorate. Yeah, notice the difference. Okay, and then number 14 is current marital status. Yeah, number one, you have to notice that in America they only know and accept paperwork. So if you're married and you don't have the legal documents to show that you're married, you're unmarried. You're single. Okay, so yeah, just know that. Unmarried or married and spouse is not a US citizen or US lawful permanent. 3, married and not my spouse is a US citizen or US LPR, divorced, widowed, legally separated. So you see in this 5 marital status, there is no that I paid the dowry, so that's my wife. No, they want to see a paperwork. They will have to see a paperwork that you're married. So either you can go to we call them DC back home in Kenya, so DC office to just get that certificate, and that can make you eligible. Failure to list your eligible spouse or list someone who is not your spouse will make you ineligible as the DV principal applicant, and your spouse and children ineligible as DV derivative applicants. Okay, so yeah, all these things, if you don't fill them the right way, they will cut short your mission to become a US permanent resident. Okay, and through winning the green card lottery. Okay, so make sure you just just take that extra step. Be extra careful about how you fill this information, so that you can be among the 55,000 people who are selected every year. Last but not least is the number of children that you have. List the name, date of birth, gender, city, town of birth, and country of birth for all living and married children under 21 years of age. Okay, regardless of whether they are living with you or intend to accompany you or follow you or to join you. Okay, should you immigrate to the United States, submit individual photographs of each of your children using the same technical specification as your own photograph. Yeah, okay, so make sure you also be sure to include all living natural children. Okay, the children you gave birth to, all living children legally adopted. Okay, as I've told you, when it comes to marriage, they only recognize paperwork. So if you've adopted a child, you have to show the right paperwork. Okay, the government accepted paperworks. Okay, so if you just adopted a child, maybe you stay with a relative and you call them your child, that's not your child. Okay, because it's not on paper. What is not on paper is not also real on the ground. Okay, all living stepchildren who are unmarried under the age of 21. Okay, yeah, also you have to uh, take note of that. Your stepchildren, maybe you married to a wife that maybe brought children with her, so you have to notice that. You have to also document all those. Okay, so if you have any questions, please. I've just gone so hurriedly because I know I wanted to make it short and to make it precise, so that we may be able to just get this information directly. And I believe it's an information that you can get. So make sure you click a bell and subscribe. This week we are gonna be so high on DV lottery. So make sure you like, share, click that bell, so that you whenever we are live, you may be able to see us. Okay. So other than that, I think we've come to the end of this platform and show. See ya next time. Okay.